Hey guys, so today on Kadian's Talk Show, we are going to talk about risky behaviors associated with sex. Did you hear what I just said? Sex. Yes, I called the three-letter words sex. Guess what? Truth be told, it is a topic or it's a conversation that is still taboo in some Jamaicans households. It's a topic that not a lot of Jamaican parents are comfortable to engage their teenagers about. And whether you speak about it within your household, they are going to get the information. They're going to get the information from their peers, they're going to get the information from the media, they're going to get the information from school, they're going to get the information from their community. So it is my aim to sensitize or to bring awareness to such a touchy but important topic, because whether we believe it or not, our young people are going to explore, they're going to experiment, and it is our responsibility to provide them with the right information so as to help them to make informed decision when the time is right. So if you're new to Kadian's Talk Show, I want you to stop what you're doing. Let me give you a second because I want y'all to subscribe. Okay, I think you have done that. Turn on your post notification bell so that when we post our next video, you'll be the first to know about it. I want to thank all my returning subscribers. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for sharing my videos. I want you to remember to like, leave a comment, tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a next friend. Yeah, man, we're going to tell everybody about Kadian's Talk Show. When we talk about risky sexual behaviors, we are talking about those behaviors that put an individual at risk for unplanned or teenage pregnancy, the ability to contract a sexual transmitted infection, and also one that causes a teenager or young adult to enter into an intimate relationship that they were not prepared to deal with the consequences that is associated with such. Now, before I go any further, let me shed a little light as it relates to the age of consent in Jamaica. In Jamaica, the age of consent is 16. It means that an individual under the age of 16 cannot give permission to engage in any form of sexual activity. So if the person is 15 today and they're going to be 16 tomorrow or the next day, or if the person is 15 plus, they are under the age of 16, and the law says that once an individual is under the age of 16, they cannot give permission to engage in any form of sexual activity. And this goes for both male and female. No, not because the law said that under 16 you need consent, therefore over 16 you don't need permission. What it doesn't mean that, okay, because I'm over 16, this is my gateway to go and have sex and to engage in any form of sexual activity. What I always remind my young people, sex can't wait. It not go nowhere. Me, ban come see sex. Your parents, ban come see it. Your grandparents, ban come see it. And they dead left it, and we are going to dead left it. So it's not going anywhere. Take your time to grow. Take your time to enjoy the finest things in life. There is much to life than engaging in early sexual activity. Because as I said, a lot of time when young people think about sex, or when they hear about sex, or when the class may come to talk to them about sex, they're only telling you about the good thing or the pleasure. But did they tell you that the pleasure only lasts for a couple seconds or a couple minutes? What about the consequences that comes with it? Because I'm sure a lot of times when persons go to get engaged in sexual activity, the only thing they're thinking about is, oh, probably I don't want to get pregnant. And is pregnancy the only thing you're going to safeguard yourself from? Is pregnancy the only thing out there? No, as I said before, there are sexual transmitted infection. There are persons who just want to use you, right? And your body is basically a temple, so you need to keep it sacred. And I said it to my young ladies, You don't want to have a high body count. You don't want persons to be saying, oh, I've been with her, and everybody talking about you. No, it doesn't look good for young people. And so, as I said, most persons, when they're teenagers, when their friends or their peers talking to them about sex, they're only hearing the good things. They're only hearing the nice things. Because nobody, to be told, nobody's going to tell you anything bad when they want you to engage in things. And it is important for parents especially to sit and start having these conversations with their young children, especially the young ladies. We need to start engaging our young ladies with these type of conversation and information from you, to them start to go through puberty, because guess what, the hormones are kicking and the hormones are saying, yes, I'm ready. The body's saying I'm ready in terms of the urges that they're having. And it's for parents to engage the young people to say, hey, this is not something that you're ready for right now. Focus on your school, focus on your education. Try to understand you, try to understand your body until you're older enough. Because if you should get pregnant now as a teenager, are you able to maintain that child and also to maintain yourself? If you should wake up tomorrow and find out that you contract a sexual transmitted infection as a teenager, are you able to deal with that? Are you able to deal with you talking to a young man who only wanted to have sex with you, and then tomorrow him dump you, or tomorrow you hear everybody here say, oh, me they been with she, or she a chicken and all these things? No, you're not. Right? And most times, as I said, when you engage in these things, some of these information are the furthest away from your mind, because nobody's thinking about anything bad. Now, aside from you not ready, a lot of times too, persons tend to think that, oh, I am on birth control pill, especially when you look at some teen moms and they say, oh, I'm on birth control pill, so I'm not going to get pregnant. Is pregnancy the only thing you're worried about? Because I'm sure there are other things out there that you need to be thinking about, right? Other than pregnancy. As I said, STIs, there are countless STIs out there. Are you protecting yourself? I know the National Family Planning Board, they have this thing that I said, choose two. So they're telling you to use a condom and a birth control. So if the condom should burst, hey, you're protected from pregnancy. But then you take the birth control pills or injections to protect you from pregnancy. But are you protected from sexually transmitted infection? No, you're not. And so these are some of the things that you need to start thinking about, young people, before you jump or before you run and decide that you want to have sex. Am I making the right choice? Am I ready? Is this something I really need to be engaging in? How will this benefit me? So these are some of the things that we need to start looking at. And as I said, I need the parents to start engaging, especially their young ladies, in conversation, healthy conversation, as it relates to sex, as it relates to relationship. Start engaging them in this conversation from now. Because as I said, if you don't educate them, they're going to get the information from their peers. They're going to get information from the media, because everything is on the internet these days. Everything is out there. And you want to ensure that information they are getting is one that is factual, one that is truthful, one that provides them with adequate information to help them to make informed decisions later on in life. You don't want them to be guessing and ifing and wondering if this is the right thing. They should know from the get-go if this is the right thing or not. So let us break down these walls and barriers when it comes on to relationship and sex within our household, and start to engage, start to listen, start to hear. I mean, you can have that conversation with your, especially young boys too. So don't get me wrong. I am not saying that young men don't need to have this information. They do need to have the information. They do need to learn about some of these risky behaviors. But truth be told, females most times are at risk of these things. So males are at risk of contracting and sexual transmitted infection, and they need to learn that you don't be promiscuous. You don't just go around and fling your body everywhere. They need to know that if you have unprotected sex with a young lady, you can get her pregnant. You can get an infection. You understand? So they need to know this information in order to protect themselves and in order to prevent, right? So parents, as I said, this was really for you so that we can start building this conversation. The last or recent statistics shows that the age group 14 to 24 is amongst the highest as it relates to sexual transmitted infections in our country. Teenage pregnancy, it is still an alarming thing, because one is one too many young persons getting pregnant too early. So that is still something that we need to start have that discussion about. And it's not to put the pressure on the young ladies. We need to also put the pressure on our young men. We need to teach them to be responsible. We need to teach them to be mature enough in terms of the decisions that they're making, because you have unprotected sex with a young lady. Are you ready to stop attending school to go and be a father? Are you ready to put your career on pause to become a father? So these are some of the conversations we need to be having with our young people. And as I said, risky sexual behavior is a thing, and it is something that young people practice a lot because of curiosity, because they want to explore, because they want to please their friend, because of peer pressure. And so we need to ensure that our child, your child, have the correct information. Thank you.